All right, I think we are set up. Yep, okay, perfect. Mic check sounds good, audio is coming through. I believe that is all our preliminary checks. So, allow me to get started. There we go, perfect. All right. When last we left off, I believe we had finished our farming prerequisites, and we began the second half of our journey and struggle to create a small hunting outpost. The prerequisites for the rest of this mission are hides, leathers, and cooked meat. So, let's see. Should be sufficient. Oh, perfect. I can make a couple of little fruit salads. Perfect. I don't think I really realized how many different little recipes there are in here. Fun. Sashimi. Oh, that's great. Seed crackers, fruit snack packs, mixed berries. That could be fun. I hope I find strawberries. I'd like to farm strawberries. Personal desire. Oh, we're out of water, it looks like. No, we're not. Wait. I think that we're almost out. Yeah, now we're out. Okay, that's satisfactory. We need to set up a water purifier nearby as well. Oop. We are also always looking for recent hunting prospects. This could be useful. It depends on which way they are coming, toward or away from us. I can't quite see what they are. That's okay. I also hear flora and fauna. But yes, last I checked, we just had come back from a mining trip. I think I hear a pronghorn. Could be wrong. Enzymatic geyser, I believe, is what that is. Let's see. You know, while we're here, I believe I also have talent points that I can get into. So let's see, hunting. Base stamina. Improved mood speed while crouching is like perfect. Oh yeah, just a little faster, just a little. But that is more than sufficient. You know, just a touch. Oh, I don't want wheat. Fills up the inventory too fast. There we are. Okay, one down, many to go. Oh, I was thinking I could lead it in a certain direction. Oh well. Let's see. I set up my little base directly next to that pod this time because I realized I wouldn't have to do much to maintain it. After all, the majority of this is just going to be me hunting. As such. Actually, I really wish I could get like a lure. I'm sure there is. I just haven't researched it yet. But that also requires me to get more experience points. There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna collect a nice little bounty out of all this. Let's see. Unfortunately, I'm not capable of taming, so hunting is all we can really do. Alright. Any other friends to collect? Yes, there is friend to collect right there. Perfect. There we go. And then we can move those byproducts into the furnace. They're not the furnace, it's a fireplace. Very close, though. There we go. I believe if I leave... I'm going to do a little test. If I leave a carcass out, I think it will attract things. Other wildlife. What is this targeting? I can't quite make it out in the blurry sum of pixels. An elk, maybe? Oh, a deer. Yes, let's collect this. Oop, floppy, floppy. Excellent. Take all of this. Put that in there. There we go. That should be sufficient. And then... Let's see. Because I don't believe I can do anything with berries just yet here, other than in the cooking station, yeah. I believe that is the consensus. Let me see. Also, I can organize all this as best as I can. There we go. Alright, and the rest of this can go into here. How much wood do we have on the fire there? Only 18 logs. We probably should collect more. So. The tree dodged and tried to assassinate me. How fun. Split the stump of the other one. They must be a little too close to each other. Yeah, we're getting some good experience. I really should keep hunting, though. Because that is where most of this is going to come from. There we go. Okay, so we just got about 500 wood, and that should be more than enough to fuel this fire and put some storage down. Open it up here. Unprocessed raw materials are good for that. Sort. There we go. And I don't really need the stone either. Let's see. I'll leave some of the bones in here, because I really don't need them. The fur and the leather automatically go into the drop pod unless otherwise designated. Let's see, the leather. There we go. How much more do we need? We need about 300, well, 350 more leather. And we need about, an awful lot of fur. Oh dear. And a lot of cooked meat. Absolutely ruining uncooked meat. Let's see, talents. Hunting. Yep, I think I've done an awful lot of resource gathering. I think this will be the mission where we quickly start upgrading hunting talents. I think that will be important. But we need experience. And to get that experience, we are going to need to, I believe, just keep crafting. More experience requires more advancements. And so, I believe our next goal will be the machining table. We're going to need stone and silica for this little bit, because we are going to need to put together a mortar and pestle at this base. As mentioned, we had a previous outpost. It was mostly centered around farming because it was on flat land and it was very sufficient for agricultural approach. However, up here in this little mountainous region that we're located in, as the combined topographical map shows, we have sort of a hilly terrain, and it sort of leads down toward a riverland, which wouldn't have been a bad place to set up, but it was just kind of forested, and this was a bit of a clearing and directly next to the drop pod. It's just advantageous, really. I guess you could call it lazy as well. You wouldn't be entirely wrong. Let's see. Alright. I believe we're going to start needing to crush down bone for epoxy. Thankfully, we have plenty sitting around. There we go. And then, as that happens, let's see. Well, we'll just let that go, and then we can queue up epoxy afterward. Our goal is, I believe, the machining bench, yes. Wood, nails, iron, epoxy, rope. What do we have in here? Final products do not have to stay in here. That can go down there. Leave a little here. And then we will dump some in here. 3 stacks to each. It'll balance it all out. And copper can stay in here. Epoxy is next, and then we will maximize as much as we can. Clean and even. Machining bench. I always lose that. That must be so frustrating. At least to watch, because it certainly is frustrating to live with. Machining bench. Wood, epoxy, rope. Let's get our epoxy because it just finished. Perfect. You're going to need excess wood, so we'll dump a few stacks into there. I'll keep a stack on me too, it wouldn't hurt. Actually, no. That would incentivize me to not chop down trees, which I should be doing too. What more do we need? Rope. Do we have... We've got advanced textiles. Yes, we do. Rope. How much can we make? 8? I believe we need more than 8. We need 24. Do we have leather breakdown? I don't believe we do. Yes, we do. So we can take an abundance of leather, should we actually have any. Yoink. We can break down 20 leather. It wouldn't hurt to just destroy this fiber either, but it's just not enough. Well, the decay on this thing is bad, so let's just cut it down. All right. More byproduct. There we go. And then we will place this in there. Yes, this game is very much reminiscent of a game called Eco. And 7 Days to Die as well. What we can get to that in a minute. Eco was a game where you would put resources together from a small planetoid that you lived on. But the catch was that if you used any too much of a resource, it would basically go extinct. Like if you hunted too much, it would be too much. Oh, perfect. This is a direct upgrade, and therefore we are going to replace our little crafting bench with the machining bench. I actually have not made this yet, so this is a good excuse to just... Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, and now we can add back all of our crafting materials. And I'll just take that little bit of wood back. We'll take that little bit of leather back. Sort. All good. All right. The purpose of creating this bench is mostly so that we can start doing biofuel materials. However, what I failed to do is create the... Oh goodness, what do you call it? I failed to research the concrete furnace, I believe. Or at least even if I haven't, we still have a lot of material gathering to do. We have to make yet the carpentry table for refined wood, because I believe I saw that there. Yes, we need wood and rope and copper nails, so we're going to need more... either more leather or more fiber, and I would prefer the fiber over the leather. It's also a good excuse to do all this, so... Oh, hello! Welcome back, Allison. Allison Parker 12. Not too much. We've just restarted the same mission. We've picked up where we left off. We have migrated from our previous dwelling, which was mostly where all the farming was happening, and we have actually moved northward and established a small hunting outpost. So, unfortunately, Oh, you didn't send a request yesterday, so I'll send you the server later. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so sorry. Yes, you are completely correct. I'm very forgetful about like that. Was it Allison Parker 108, I think you said, on Discord? Yes. So... $181. Gotcha. Thank you. Let me see. I'm getting distracted again. I need to be doing carpentry bench. Need the copper nails from over here. There we go. There we go. Cheers. Let's see. Yes, okay, carpentry bench is good. I'm going to have to perform a small expansion here, or at least create another room or building, I suppose. Another building wouldn't be bad. I could create another expansion in some direction. That wouldn't be bad. Let me, before I forget, let me try to figure out Discord, shall I? Oh, just send you a wave. Yeah, sure. There you go. Perfect. I will fill this out at a later date. Oh, nice. Oh, lovely. Thank you very much. No, I'll definitely have to fill that all out. No, thank you so very, very much for the invite. I really do appreciate it. All right. Sounds good. Thank you so much. I will have to look into that. In the meantime, allow me to get back to what I was doing. Refined one stone, iron nails. So we just need that carpentry bench to start working. For now, I'll just start cluttering this place with all sorts of little workbenches, and I will go forward and build a better little outpost across the way. So. Yes, okay, we will need plenty of copper nails. I don't know why particularly copper nails are required for this construction. I wonder if there's a reason for that. Well, anyway, let us collect just an absolute ton of these little friends. Let me see. I think I'll get 10 more. And that should be good. And then we can leave the rest as ingots. So. Thank you very, very much, Allison. I do appreciate it. It's always nice to make new friends and to meet people. I really do enjoy that. So, I will definitely look into it. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, Allison, it's actually kind of funny. I don't know what the purpose. I don't know if the idea of like a collective streaming, like community, is the goal to grow. I guess is that the idea, or collaborate? I'm curious. I'm not intensively interested in getting big fast. That is not the goal here. It's just kind of something fun to do. I like being able to chat with folks while I'm doing something. Playing games in silence is all well and good too, but it's just kind of nice to have conversations sometimes. Ideally, I wanted to make this channel into a wannabe radio show. The idea would be to do little programs amongst gameplay. Or play music if I can ever find the time and the money to buy a license, which would be nice. My personal preference is jazz, but of course I wouldn't mind listening to other music in general. I know that there's plenty of copyright-free options, but it's very hard to talk about the history of things like a radio show would. So. I guess you don't have to talk about the history of music. I guess that's just something that I'm so used to hearing. We're talking about a composition. I guess you could do that about any music, though. It doesn't have to be some published or big thing. I don't know. All sorts of little thoughts. You know what? I know I can do this in here, but I really shouldn't. This should be designated over here. Concrete mixer, there we go. Okay, this should continue to make lots of wood product. I will give it, what is it, 5 refined wood per 1? So if I give it 100, it'll make 500, I suppose. Yeah, so just feed it a stack of wood and it'll go forever. Well, that's good. in the meantime, I can continue crafting my little wood pylons, or whatever you call these little things. Beams, not pylons. Alright. I just want to quickly look at the internals of this. Triceps, silicorn stone. Interesting. An active water connection will increase processing speed and reduce a portion of crafting costs. Oh, I believe I know what that refers to now. There's such a thing as a pump, and then I believe you could set up water lines. And so, I would believe that. Oh, end to disconnect grid. There we go. Yeah, I believe that there is such a thing as water lines in this game and power lines. And in doing so, yeah, okay, I can work with this. Oh, Allison says I'm back again. Sorry for that. Oh, no worries. You can leave. If you have other streams you'd like to tune into, there's nothing wrong with that. There's plenty of people to watch. Oh, have you noticed that the group that is known as the Yogscast, they are doing their Jingle Jam this season. One of my favorite streamers is actually a part of it. My personal favorites. So I've been seeing them go live every now and again. So. Who's your favorite streamer? I guess Speed. No, it's not Speed, but I'm also not going to divulge that either because I'm kind of curious what people will guess. You really shouldn't have given me. you shouldn't have guessed because now I want to know what people think. Oh no. There we go. Do you have a favorite streamer by chance? Yes, of course. Excellent. Well, I hope they make content for a very long time and that it's of an enjoyable quality. Apologies for that. Neighbors got busy again. Yelling over there about something. They didn't drop anything on themselves though, so that's good news. So, but yeah. Yeah, I left my window open. I got up, I muted the mic and I got up and I looked over. And, well, because sometimes, well, you know, not to be nosy or anything, but you don't want to, you know, not look and someone gets hurt or something like that. Like, that would be horrible. Let's see. But I guess, you know, it is kind of nosy, isn't it? There's really no good way of being about that. I'm going to steal this wood back, and I'm just going to throw a ton of sticks in. And then, yeah, I'll throw the fiber in there too, just to burn. It's all good. But no, thank you very much for stopping by again, Allison. I appreciate it. Don't feel like you have to, though. Again, lots of good streams going on right now. Plenty of excellent individuals. Are your neighbors nice or kind of meh? Oh, no, they're lovely people. We have not had anything bad with them. If anything, very good. Just, you know, because of winter weather, they're all out there, you know, shoveling the drive, and because it's kind of loud, you know, with people using snow blowers or people using or plows coming around and clearing the open streets. It's that sort of thing. So sometimes they just yell a little bit to try to get each other's attention. So... And every now and again, I'm like, who's yelling this time? So, yeah. Yeah, I leave my windows open a little too much sometimes. I'm in a room that I'm in a house that has central heating and central air, and it gets kind of warm with the computer I'm running on, and so I find that often it is to my 9 minutes. We have 9 minutes. I'll do some mining. It's to my benefit sometimes to try to close the registers and the vents and open the windows just a crack for a short period of time. It kind of needed to not be snowing or raining or windy or like any of the above. Oh my god, that was not 9 minutes. Gotta love 1%, but oh man. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, so I open the windows occasionally, even if it's like freezing cold or burning hot. Well, not if it's burning hot, actually. I really avoid summer with a horrible passion. By the way, I never got to ask, can you tell me more about your favorite streamer? Kai? I believe it's pronounced. I think I know them. I think I've seen a stream or two, or at least clips. Definitely clips. Yeah, the good thing about him is that he does really cool and good collabs. Oh, he was in, oh god. Is he one of the ones that lives in like a streamer house setup where it's like a bunch of streamers all together? And I know that he's been on, oh shoot, what's the group? I think they're an overseas group. I think are they based in the UK? It's another streamer house situation. Oh my god, that is so much stone. Not Kai. I'm pretty sure Kai is based in, I believe he's based in the US, no? I could be misremembering. There's so many groups now, you know. Yup. Got it. I'm very fond of, a bit of a segue really, I'm very fond of like streamer groups, specifically one called Offline TV. They're pretty popular, I think. I don't think they're unheard of, at least. Most people know of Offline TV, I think, because of the one streamer who's very, very popular, and I always forget her name, and it's very rude of me. But a lot of people love her and her content. All I can think of is that she's Moroccan for some reason. It's not Lily Pichu. Lily Pichu is someone very different. Oh, who am I thinking of? I'm gonna have to Google it. Because I can't remember their name. And it's not a person's name, you know, it's a it's like their Twitch handle. But I can't quite remember what it is now. Oh, that's frustrating. Pokimane! Oh, God, yes. You beat me to it. I don't know what to Google. There's no good Googling terms for this. Yes, you're correct. Pokimane, thank you. Oh, God, I haven't, because I haven't watched much of the recent content. I don't know if, I think she came back to their group. But I mostly know it because I used to watch an individual by the name of Michael Reeves. And he was very, very funny. He's quite the comedian. And that's why all I can think of is probably Lily Pichu. Because that's, I believe, Mr. Reeves' partner. Let me see, what am I looking for here? Masonry bench. Right there. Need one more screw, of course. Of course, one more screw. So. Oh, new chat. Allison, by the way, can I suggest to you something? Yeah, sure, go ahead. I certainly wouldn't mind. I'm watching you, you know, and you're starting out and doing a great job, like, interacting with your viewers, and that's good. But why don't you modify your channel with some displays that better identify your channel? And for the visitors. Any suggestions? I really don't know what you mean by that. Modify your channel with some displays that better identify your channel and for the visitors. It'll be very helpful for you. I don't quite know what sort of displays you're referring to. Like a chat box? Or... do I know what displays are? I don't think I do in this context, or at least in this conversation. Forgive me. I might know them by a different name, perhaps? Let me show some displays and you'll get a better idea about it. Over Discord, I'm assuming you mean? Or something like that? Yeah, I could take a little break. So, let me take a little look-see while we enjoy the lovely fire. Oh, interesting. Maybe. Well, there are the examples of displays, and streamers use them to attract more people to their channels, make their channels modify in a unique way. I hope you like it. Oh, thank you. No, thank you so much for sharing. Sure. I'll certainly consider it. Almost like a logo, even. I have some friends who are artists. Perhaps I will reach out at some point. Actually, these are some previous works. Oh, congratulations. Are you an artist? I'm gonna jump off of Discord, by the way. So it might be easier for you to just type in chat. Otherwise, I'll have to keep taking a break here and there. Are you an artist? I suppose it goes without saying if it's your previous works. But, congratulations. Congratulations. That's, it's a very difficult job in this day and age, especially with everything going on. Let me see. Let's see. Would you like... So, would you like... So, if you would like, I can make something for your channel tailored to your theme? For real, you know. Oh, no, 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 no. No, do not. Please do not. I refuse your offer because I cannot afford it. I refuse to take your work free. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you so very, very much. I am so deeply honored by your offer, but I refuse to take it because I just don't believe in that. I would be I would be remiss because I wouldn't be able to what do you call it? Properly compensate. I would be unable to pay at this time. I'm so sorry. But thank you. If I will remember this though. I will keep this in mind, and if I find a little bit of pocket change to reinvest, I will gladly. So, but thank you. No, thank you so very much. That is incredibly kind of you to offer. And I will not stoop to generating, if you know what I mean, content or works of such a caliber, if that makes any sense. So, no, I very much believe in artists, and I very much believe in the whole paying artists thing, and I will not condone anything less. So, thank you so very much. I'm very deeply appreciative of that. Might I say your art is excellent, by the way. So, thank you. Let's see, I'm here to support you, and I'm pretty sure you'd be able to afford pizza. Well, thank you. But I'm not even sure that this will become anything even worth investing, what do you call it? Investing into. So, I would encourage you to continue to put yourself out there. So, I'm sure that there are plenty of people who both have the resources to do so and would like to. And I hope you find them very soon. But for now, that is a hard no for me. But thank you so very much. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you. Thank you very much for your sales pitch. Again, I really do appreciate it. But I'm not even really worried about gaining affiliate. Again, this is really just something for fun. And if I do decide to, I will let you know. So, I have no misguided belief that this will become a what do you call it? A career, you know. This is just something to try to do something with my time, and share some experiences with people, and get to know some people, make some acquaintances, that sort of thing. It's very easy to do compared to what would you call it? Physical social networking. It's a little more approachable these days. So, but thank you again. Thank you. It is extremely appreciated. But I very much would like to stand by the idea that artists deserve to be compensated for their work, and that is a business, and not just that it is both a business and not a what do you call it? It's not something to be taken advantage of, because I really do believe people treat it like that, and that is very much not appropriate for the amount of effort that people put in and struggle with it. So, Now, where were we? Okay. Yep. There we go. No, you are both incredibly generous, and I am very grateful. Thank you again. So. Cheers. No, thank you very much. If you're heading out, have a good night, in case I don't see you again. I'm sure there are plenty of other people to pop in on, and enjoy it. So, have a good one. Thank you. Oh, no worries. If you stop by, stop by. Otherwise, have a good one. You got it. Thank you again. Alright. So, last we left off, before chatting, we finished working on our small workshop. And I actually believe I made an error. I didn't actually expect it, but this will eventually become a patio. So this will eventually become a stone patio, and then that will leave us with this large space to inhabit. In doing so, I would like to actually create some wooden, or not some wooden, some masonry floors. Yeah, we can afford about 3 of them, and then some roofs. I think that'd be nice. Now, looking at this building, I think I'm gonna have the roof slope this direction. I think this way. I think that would be most beneficial in this situation. I don't think I actually need these guys here. Yeah, these guys are unnecessary support. There we go. Okay, excellent. Let's see, I need to clear out this hotbar again. And I can destroy this. Oh yeah, that will do it. Best suited to internal use. Oh! There are different kinds of doors. I suppose there must be. A wooden door. Well, I'll try it out. I mean, when in Rome. We only make so many mistakes in life, and so why not make a few here? Okay. I believe we've gotten plenty of that. We should go out and collect more wood, I believe. Our hunting sums have been rather dry. Oh, perfect. Fallen tree. Perfect for collecting material. I think I've decided that we're going to make this mission a little longer than it needs to be. Just because it might be beneficial to keep things going. Okay, let's see. So we're going to need at least 3 times 4 is 12. 12 walls. So, of course, that requires fiber, which we don't have. So, ooh, more fallen trees. Convenient. There we are. And that would be a level up. Perfect. Level 30. Technically, this would give us access to tier 4, but we are not ready. Not in the slightest. Ooh, perfect. Gotta love that 1%. And another 1% hit. Lovely. There we go. Let's get back inside real quick. We can just sit right there. Nice. And then I can read a little bit here. Got it. All right. All right. There we go. All good. So, as mentioned, we are going to start crafting some walls for our brand new abode, of which we are going to require, I believe, 12. We still do not have enough fiber, which is surprising to me because I thought that we would have plenty. We do not have any lying around. Do we have any extra here, there? Nope. I guess we're going out to collect some more. So, let's go and do that. Unfortunately, we're a little slowed at the moment. But actually making some walls preemptively will still help us by lowering our overall. There we go. Very helpful. Very, very helpful. And then we can start actually collecting more fiber from the local area. Ideally, I should be using a scythe, but I actually set my scythe back down in the, what do you call it, in the dropship, because it was a workshop scythe, useful for getting ready and built up a little bit. So, alright. So, we now have some new materials, so let's keep crafting. There we go. I need an awful lot of them, so I believe it would be to our benefit to continue doing cornered windows. There we go. It just happens to work out this way. There we go. It's a shame you can't put like a long window in the middle, but it is what it is. 2 walls. This would be a perfect place for an extended window. I do love adding plenty of light into my builds. It's just a personal preference, really. And then that wall could be perfect for a chimney, so then we can always do a wall and a couple of windows here. And that would not be bad at all. Plenty of light. And then we can have the door swing right there. Perfect. Alright. Actually, I no longer need these extra walls. So we will destroy them. We will go in and we will create wood half pieces. And I believe we are going to need 6 of them. 3 for one side, 3 for the other. And my idea is to create a sloped roof. A half pitch, I believe, is what it's referred to as. And so I believe we will pitch it this direction. Actually, I believe we'll pitch it that direction, half slope. There we go. As if to resemble an alpine abode. Let's see. And then you. Perfect. Excellent. Wunderbar. Okay. I believe that makes for a sufficient viewing area. We have enough windows. We have the beginnings of our... Ooh, we need 3 half pieces, I think. Ooh, we need a little bit more material. And then we don't need to worry about getting more material for wooden roofs, because we are actually going to... we are going to use stone, as per our gigantic haul of stone material. So, let us take a little look. It is to our benefit to create 3 of these. And, oh, they're not in this pack. Oh dear. Let's see, which one is it part of? It might be a part of this one. Let me get 3 of these. No, it's not. Oh dear. Is there wooden half walls? Wooden half pieces. Likely these. Goodness, I'll have crafted every piece of wood material before finding it. There we go. Oh, these are where wooden stairs are. I wish I would have remembered that. Oh well. Anyway. So this will be the front face. Actually, there's not like a variant, is there? No, there's not. Okay, excellent. Don't feel even a lick bad then. Okay. That is our front. So let's go back inside, collect our wooden pieces, and get us... We need 9 of them, I believe, which will require some of our precious resources. There we are. I wonder what leather is required in these constructions. What the idea is. Is it like a binding? A bonding? I'm not entirely sure. There we go, and then I do not require any further stone frames. Alright. Now we can start collecting some of these stone pieces and adding them to our roof line. There we go. Not quite a shingled roof, nor a corrugated roof or anything of the sort, but still heavily useful. So... then I need to not forget to place those down. How many more do you have? 1 more, it seems. There we are. Can I make 6 more to replace the roof on our existing shack? Yes, I can. How collective. What a wonderful collection. Let me see. I believe we need the upper roof now. There we are. And then back to lower roof. Oh no, it will be upper roof again. Interesting. Place, place. Oh, we're missing one. What a shame. Let me see. And we will need 1 more, it seems, for that final piece. There we are. Alright. And then we should be able to place down this little stone tile. Very good. Awesome. So now we have our little alpine shack. Alright, we are going to take this and we are going to upgrade these to stone. They are slightly damaged. Go, and repair this one as well. And there we go. A fresh ceiling. Excellent. Alright, and we can actually... Oh, I guess we didn't actually need that extra one. I guess we had all the ones we needed. I don't believe we need any extra beams. I believe we are fully established. Excellent. Alright, we should probably put in some, at least wooden windows in these little slats. I think that would be appropriate. We could do thatch windows, but I just don't find them to be very resilient. And there we are. Excellent. Alright. Let us start with these two. Ah, Little Mister returns. Hello, Little Mister. Little Mister asks, how goes the booty butt shaken exploration? I'd say quite good, Little Mister. We've actually, we're on the same mission as we were last night. However, we are now significantly farther north than our original base was. We were down at this original G14, and now we are up in an L12. So, we are on to the second half of our mission, which is collection and allocation of hunt goods, or hunting goods, I should say. Let's see, don't need those. So, very nice. Are you joining us once again from work? Have you been cleaning? Alright, let's keep looking. Okay, we can start moving our building materials into a new zone. Little Mister says, yep, starting in a little bit, working them buns while listening. Oh my goodness. Little Mister. You are always such a fun friend. Always such funny things you say. I'm sure you keep your friends on their toes. Sometimes, but you tend to be alone. Oh, that's okay too. Nothing wrong with enjoying your own company. Let me see. I think I want to try to cover this up. I don't think that will do though. So let's see. We can move textiles, I think, over here. Would not be a bad deal. I think our little machining bench would fit just perfect right there. Carpentry can go against the center here. Oh, Little Mister says, you want to know a fun fact? Of course, Little Mister. Any fun fact from you must be incredible. I'm sure there will be no regret involved in this at all. Alright, let's put these back where they belong. Little wood there, little wood here. Little Mister is really typing away, gearing up this fun fact. I'm so excited. Little Mister says, I give some high-quality cuddles and head pats, just in case a handsome fella like you needed to know. Oh, goodness. You flatter me, Little Mister, but I am not handsome, and barely a fella. So, sort of a fella. Well, thank you for the knowledge, Little Mister. I appreciate it. I really do. How spicy of you, Little Mister. I would recommend keeping it a little more family friendly. But good to know, I suppose, if such a thing were to be. I don't think I need to do much about that. No, perfectly fine. Okay, good. Little Mister. Try to be a little more subtle, would you please? Just a touch. Oh, I don't need to move these two. They're good. And then, actually, I believe I would move the masonry bench in to do with this cement mixer, but I don't think that's really required. Let's see. I believe we also would appreciate a fireplace. Which might be in here. One, two, got it. Little Mister says, noted. More carrot emotes. I shall chat in a while. Lurk activated. Must expand my cheese empire. Oh, good for you. Happy cheese hunting. So, I don't mind a lurker at all. Please enjoy your stay. Stay comfortable. And good luck. There we are. Excellent. Alright, where we left off, we just finished placing in a number of workbenches, and so I'm going to resituate my little anvil to be nearer to the fire. There we go. We have the carpentry bench in the center, we have the concrete mixer, we have the machining bench and the textiles bench. I think it would be beneficial to leave the butchering, the cooking, maybe not the stone furnace. I think we can take the stone furnace over. And I think I'll take over the masonry bench, but it might take a couple of trips. The mortar, I think, can stay here too, as well as the oxygenator. So, let me see. There we are. Perfect. A couple of little tables, and then I think a little furnace can sneak its way back here. There we are. Our little heat zone. Actually, I could get a little thing of stone and replace that and make it look like a little forging area. I could. Yeah, I could. Why not? Let me collect those resource materials. There we are. Alrighty. There we think it needs a little bit of leather and wood and nails. Iron nails. I bet those were the one thing I didn't collect. There we are. Excellent. Alright, I think we have a sufficient amount of material. I will add some quick kindling into there just to get that going. And I believe that is all of our existing systems cleared up. There we are. Water is running low. We really should consider a new water purifier. If we go uphill, there's water, and if we go downhill, there's water. It'd be nice if we could bring water to us, but I don't know if we have the extensive resources for that. Speaking of which, I think it's the perfect time to look into our tech tree. So, we are quite comfortably out in Tier 2. We are quite settled. There's a lot that can be done here. Let's see. For curtains. Lantern. Lantern would be nice. I don't know. I'd like something a little more reliable. Let's see. Tier 3 maybe. Let's take a look in Tier 3. Cement mixer, a forge, concrete furnace. Yeah, steel from Steel Bloom. I think that's what we want. There we go. Alright, so we've acquired the missing link in our steel game. So we should be ready to set that up. Now, I believe we want to start considering. Let me see. What's the difference between this? 2 to 200? 3 to 300? What's the difference? Not sure. Let me see. I believe that's everything we're interested in currently. Oh, that must be a glitch. I don't believe you're allowed to do that. Interesting. Jarring. For extended food preservation, I would imagine. The advanced masonry bench. Ooh, clay brick. Aluminum. Oh, sheet metal basically, and then concrete building. Interesting. Is there Tier 4 building? No, there's not. Interesting. Oh, very impressive. All of this is extremely impressive. Well, that's to be expected. This is endgame, I suppose. Interesting. Anyway, we have no interest in endgame at the moment. Not for an extended period. So, instead, I believe we are going to focus on trying to create steel, because I think that's our next big upgrade, and it would be very helpful. However, I think we would also benefit from looking back at Tier 2 and trying to find more options. It appears the indicator for a storm has gone off. I would expect that shortly. Let me keep looking here. I'm sure there's something I'm missing. Well, anyway, I can't quite make out... Oh, steel. Steel arrows. Let's hold off on steel arrows just in case. And instead, let's look at our talents. So, we determined that because of how this mission is, we should start prioritizing... oh goodness, what's the name of it? Hunting skills. And so, we are going to start getting some of those together. Big Game Hunter allows you to see the location of world bosses on maps. Ooh, that will eventually come in handy. Chance to instantly gather bones, bone collectors, chase them down. Fine butcher. Higher yield. Clean up. Sense megafauna, sense medium animals, sense small animals. I think sensing animals is actually half the game here, if I'm able to keep an eye on them. In fact, we should probably keep hunting. Because the truth is that we need a lot of experience. We need 100,000 experience points to get that to the next level. I didn't realize how much experience was really needed. In fact, I should really be prioritizing higher food qualities. This is the wrong little hut. We want to go to the butcher hut. There we go. Alright, and then we can take our byproducts. And we can allocate them appropriately. Throw some fuel in. Excellent. And cleared. Good. Okay, so we at least have that going for us. We're a little bit cleared up. Just a touch. In the meanwhile, it might be worth considering... Alright, let's see. Oh, Little Mister says, just got a fat, juicy order for more smoked cheeses. Lol. Well, good for you, dear. I know you mentioned you really enjoyed cheese, so I'm glad you got more. Let me see. Yeah, so we still have some points. Let's see if we can't find a creature lure or something equivalent. There are, in fact, baits. Is there anything even simpler? No, it doesn't seem to be anything simpler. Oh, animal baits. Oh well. A little less than useful with that, but I'll manage. Interesting. Well, we've been going for an hour and 30 minutes, and I feel as though I've kind of, not bored myself to death, but certainly gotten a little too comfortable with this, a little too in the zone, running around and not really knowing what I'm doing. I think we've done good progress, just a little touch-up since the last time. You know, moving everything over has been quite the challenge, so I think that we will move into something new. I think we'll set up a different game. Allow me to close out of ICARUS, save my progress, go to desktop. I think I'm interested in a new game now. Let's see, what will we play? Maybe I could use with a little gunplay work. We're doing that, so. It might be worth it to do this. So. Mr. Delightful Sweetheart, little mister, how would you feel about Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege in the background? Is that too much for you? That's not much of a lurk kind of something to listen to. It's a little loud, isn't it? Maybe a different game? Let me keep looking. No point in killing the vibe. Let me see. Little Mister says, I won't mind, I'm just enjoying your voice. I don't have a very good voice to begin with, Little Mister, but it's very sweet of you to say. There we are. All right. Let me change the title. There we are. Alright, let's load this up. It's been a while since I played Rainbow Six anyway. I think it would just be nice to try it again. And we might only do this for a couple of rounds. So, might not make a large sum of time out of it. But I do want to see what it's like. Little Mister says, you sound quite cuddleable to me. Oh, thank you, Little Mister. You're quite sweet. You're very, very fond of these little rabbit emotes. Are they yours? I'm assuming they're not. Bubs. There's an awful lot of them. Whose emotes are these? Oh, goodness, they've added... Oh, good God, they've added achievements to Rainbow Six Siege. Oh my. Oh goodness. It seems that this is very much struggling to load. Little Mister says various emotes. Got a lot of free subbies, lol. But the main course... The main course is Femboy Bunny emotes. Oh goodness, Little Mister. How fun. Well, good for you, Little Mister. I'm glad you get little subs. I'm guessing they're, what do you call it? Gifted? Good. I'm glad you were able to receive a lot of them. Or maybe you get them from, like, Prime or something like that. Through the Amazon subsidiary system. Very well could be. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Little Mister. You followed me 29 minutes ago. Sweet of you. Thank you. I just saw that come up. Alright, let's see. Oh my. Alrighty, let me change some settings to make this operable. There we go. Okay, that should free things up a little bit. So let's see if we can get into this broadcast and change things up. There we go. Alright. Is there a streamer mode for Rainbow Six Siege? That would be curious. Perfect. Okay, that should be satisfactory. I think that will be just fine. Little Mister says, another fun fact. My shirt's not made of cotton. It's boyfriend material. Oh, how good for you, Little Mister. Okay. I think the tinnitus thing is better in waves, but we will see. Okay. Okay, I think that should be everything. And then audio. I think I always kill music. Yeah, I always kill the music. That's fine. Okay. I think we're good. That should be everything. Alright. Oh, Thatcher's been remastered. Oh, he has an electromagnetic pulse device. Interesting. Well, let's queue up. I think we would benefit from just a little quick match. Yeah, just a little quick match I think would help. But let's see. Operators, attackers. I believe Thatcher is an attacker. Yes, he is. Goodness, one of the OGs. One of the very classics. A shoulder-mounted EMP wave launcher. Jeez. Oop, we found a match. Oh, good. Well, if no one else is bothered, I might take Thatcher then.
Friendly drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing its location.
Perfect, yes. Okay, voice chat is disabled. I was gonna say, I don't think I even have VC enabled. Which is fine, because normally it's not entirely that helpful. So...
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds. You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
How's your head, Ash? Still ticking up there?
Still ticking. Let's get this done in time for tea.
Watch it. Enemy device detected.
Little mister, alright, I'm gonna head out. I still got the itch for ICARUS in the brain. Oh, good luck. Yes, go, 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 go. Go look. Have a good hunt. Or whatever else. So. Yeah,
Down
worthy
to one
trade.
friendly. Op 4 eliminated all friendlies.
Hmm. So, when I played this game last, I believe I was a Bravo main. And before that, I was Flores. I got into Maverick for a little bit. But I've been all over the board for the longest time. We have some soft breachers, but we don't have any hard breachers. And I think that would benefit us. Well, unless Fuse is carrying... Well, unless they're carrying... What do you call it? Breach packs. Hard breach charges or whatever.
Friendly drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing its location.
So much smoother without motion blur. It's a personal preference, I know.
Insertion in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to go. Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it. Recover the diffuser. Op 4 last stop standing.
Oh my
Op 4
god!
eliminated.
Bro just threw him through the wall. That's a thing you can do? Oh man. I like popping between places. That's always nice.
Be ready to eliminate hostiles. seconds and counting.
Talos coming out.
Op 4 is located the bomb. Get ready to engage.
Razor bloom go.
Proximity alarm deployed.
Target located. Camera feed up and running.
Reloading. Transfer underway. Consideration underway.
Friendly remaining. Op 4, last operator standing. Seconds. Time expires in 10 seconds. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Well, thank you, team, but you all did far better than I did. So, no worries.
Be ready to engage Op 4.
Transferring to Talos.
Seconds to insertion.
Shell deploying proximity alarm.
5 seconds. Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
Build facing proximity alarm. Walls done.
Enemy located.
Laying out the welcome mat.
Op 4, last stop standing. Down to 15 seconds. Time expires in 10 seconds. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Bravo, team. Excellent work. I think you guys did great. Maybe we'll take a little risk here and turn on. No, that's fine. Okay, all good.
Be ready to engage Op 4.
No, right. Let's see.
My artillery is on.
Down to 10 seconds. 5 seconds to insertion. Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Everyone good? All right, let's get cracking. Let's work together.
Yes, electrical is on.
Laying out the welcome mat. Your location has been compromised. Op 4, last operator standing.
Reloading my ammo.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful. Be ready to engage Op 4. Down to 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Op 4 has located a bomb.
Securing the door!
We're ready for company.
Oh, connection failure. Unfortunate. Yeah, that was short-lived, but I don't think that game is much for us. Oh well. No. Anyway. Oh well. Should probably play a different game then. Not quite sure what to do though. Hmm. Actually, you know what? This was a decent stream. It's okay. It's fine. You don't need to go crazy every single time. You just take it easy. So. Alrighty then. I think that is good enough. So thank you everyone for tuning in a little bit. We had a nice little stream today. So, and I think we are going to call it there. So, thank you all very much. Have a lovely evening. Shame we didn't get to do any little programs or anything yet, but I do intend to eventually. So other than that, thank you very much. Good evening.